Hi everyone, my name is Raina LaGrand. I'm a therapist in the Ann Arbor and Ypsilanti area, and I'm a U of M alumni. I'm really excited that I am able to offer a couple self-care videos here for you all. I know firsthand what it's like to be a student and dealing with the normal stressors of exams and papers and finals coming up. And on top of that, you've got the additional stress of the election and the pandemic. And in particular with the pandemic, I know that many of us feel isolated. You know, in order to slow the spread and wait this pandemic out, we've mostly all been practicing social distancing, which is a huge contribution to making sure we get through this pandemic. And also, being in isolation is so hard. We're social creatures. We rely on relationships to regulate and feel good and have a good time and feel supported. And when we are unable to do that, it really strips us of that level of support and security in our lives. So I wanted to offer you all a meditation today that I call Embodied Connection, near and far. And through this meditation, I hope that you'll be able to feel into your relationships and the role of community in both healing and just coping. Yeah. So I've got one of my relationships here, my pup Wilhelmina. She just had surgery, so she's wearing a human shirt to keep her from getting to her scar and her stitches. But she's going to hang out with us while we do this meditation. So I'm going to have you start by just orienting to this room that you're in, even though it's a room you've probably been in a lot lately. Take a look around. When we look around our spaces, even if we intellectually know, I'm safe, this is my apartment, I live here, I've been here this whole time, our bodies just get a chance to register like, okay, I'm safe, there's the door, there's the window, okay, yeah, there's that crack in the wall that I'm familiar with. Oh, I didn't know I placed that there. So just look around the room and use your shoulders and your hips, like let yourself sort of pull back as you look back. And then look the other way. Yeah, orienting to the here and now. You might also notice or even say out loud the day and the time. As I'm recording these videos, it's Wednesday, November 4th, and it's about 11:45 a.m. And then finally, I'll just have you kind of give yourself a little hug, like rub your hands together, rub your hands on your arms, or you can pat if that feels better than rubbing. Kind of coming into your body. Pat through the legs a little bit too, and you can even stand up and do this if you like to. It's a great body exercise when you're feeling a little spacey or need to take a break. Yeah. And then make yourself comfortable. You can sit, you can stand, you can lie down, really whatever feels best. You can grab a blanket. If you have a weighted blanket, that might be really great for this practice. So we're going to experience some embodied connection, even from afar. As we practice this meditation, it's up to you if you'd like to keep your eyes open or close them. For some of us, closing our eyes helps us go inside, but for some of us, closing our eyes actually might not feel so great. Like keeping our eyes open might help us stay more here and now. So it's really up to you. If you keep your eyes open, sometimes I just like to lower my gaze so that I'm not taking in as much information. I'll probably have my eyes open and closed for part of this because I'll be reading my notes. Okay. Yeah. So just start by feeling your weight and gravity holding you down. Remember, you can always open your eyes if you need that external feedback that you're here now. Our relationships are so important to our well-being. I invite you to start by inviting into your awareness a loved one of your favorite loved ones. Notice what happens as you bring them into the space with you. How do you sense their presence? You kind of sense them on one side of you or in front of or behind you. How would you like them to be close to you? Maybe you can ask them to move to the spot that would be best for you, whether kind of imagining a side hug or feeling them in front of you. Does it bring up any emotion feeling them here in this space? Do you find yourself wanting to make some gesture, like reaching your hand out or bringing your hand onto your heart or hugging yourself as you imagine them hugging you? Are there any memories of them, of the two of you that come to mind? Are there words that come up that they say to you or that you want to say to them? Remember, this hopefully should feel comforting. So if at any moment it doesn't feel that way, open your eyes, give your body that pat down again, or you can go to the other video that I've shared. And if it feels good, really savor it. Think about how this loved one sees you. What is it about your relationship that makes you feel so good? And then slowly invite more loved ones or more mentors. Bring more people into the space with you, kind of imagining them walking in one at a time, smiling at you, opening their arms to you, offering hugs or words of affirmation or even gifts. What do they say to you? What do they want you to know? How do they want you to feel? And then from your heart center, maybe even bringing your hand on your heart if that feels good, or both hands on the heart. Send these people loving kindness yourself. Feel into how good it might feel for this exchange of love and kindness and support back and forth between you and your loved ones, your support system, your team, your ride or dies. Notice how your body feels. Notice what feels possible from this space. And maybe even imagine that these people that you're surrounded by right now, that you can pull them in and hold them close to your heart so that you can access them later when you need them. Knowing that they're there with you even when you're physically alone. And then if your eyes are closed, you can slowly start to open your eyes, and if it feels good, you can bring some movement, some stretches. Yeah. Thanks so much for sharing this meditation with me. I hope that you found it helpful and soothing. Yeah. And good luck to you all as you hold all that is right now.